longer games. I don't know for sure though. We'll figure it out. Either way, maybe, maybe not. Regardless, we can't go super long because it is Sunday. And yeah, we'll see. At the very least, we'll make it to 2 like we normally do, and then go from there. So let's head to Otahime and do our thing. I was hoping I could dig under the fucking vending machine. They don't respawn that quickly. There are quite a few games I want to go and play and do, and God, there's so much shit to do. I might try to throw something in, like, I might do that with the Yakuza games, where I try to throw something in that we can do in, like, a stream or a weekend. So it's not like, well, like this game. This game's gonna be like 3 weeks. Minimum, I think. Oh, hi. Cool. I don't think you'd be wearing shorts if you were actually doing that, though. Meet the suspicious man. He is a degenerate. He made us susceptible to status ailments. He resists blunt. That's cool. What about fire? Weak to fire. This is good. I only have 1 fire attack. But I will beat your face in with a club. And then kick it. You do too many attacks. Alright, well, we get a crit here. And it's over. And a job up for Kasuga. Kind of brings him back in line with everybody. Maybe. I don't think you want to get used to this. So, meet Professor Oak. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, well. The Sujimon Center. I hate the way they decided to name it.
俺は下手に絡んだらボコボコにされるような危険な人間を筋もんと呼んでる。なんだか語呂もいいしな。
で、あんたなんでその筋もんのデータを集めて
Complete the Pokedex. I mean,
それはこの世界の平和のためだ。
I don't think that's actually why you do it, but whatever.
特にこの偉人町は危険な人間が山ほどいる。チンピラから変質者まで山ほどな。だが実際にどんな種類の危険な人間が何種類この世の中に存在するのか、お前らは答えられるか？
Alright, well, explain those top 5 pictures, because I'm pretty sure those aren't Sujimon. Pretty sure those are just ladies who live here in Yokohama.
危険な人間がどんなタイプの見た目で何種類いるか具体的に答えられない。そしてそれがわからないがゆえに今も誰かが危険な人間に近寄り危険な目に遭っているんだ。だから俺は危険な人間がどんなやつで何種類いるか正確にデータとしてまとめ上げることで一般人が危険に巻き込まれる機会を減らしたいと思ってる。
なるほどな。おっさん、うさんくさい割にはいいこと考えてんじゃねえか。だが、なんでそんなことを始めたんだ？
まあ、過去にいろいろあってな。俺はとにかく平和な世の中を作りたいんだよ。その気持ちに嘘はねえ。
データの収集はどれくらい進んでるんだ？
それがな、データを収集するために危険人物に近づくと俺が喧嘩に巻き込まれてしまうという最大の問題があってな。
So we gotta beat their ass so that you can get the data. That's basically what he's telling us.
困ったぜ。どこかにすぐに危険に巻き込まれそうで、なおかつ巻き込まれてもまあ大丈夫そうな屈強で気さくなやつがいればいいんだが。
I am that man.
そういうやつが見つかるといい。じゃ、俺らはこれで。
おい、ちょっと待ってくれ。
なんだ？まさか俺たちに筋もんのデータを集めろとか言うんじゃ。
勘がいいやつは嫌いじゃないぜ。別に無理に戦えとは言わない。戦うことになってしまった時に情報を登録してくれるだけでいいんだ。どうせお前らみたいな連中は何も意識しなくても悪い奴らと頻繁に戦ってるんだろう。ならついでに協力してくれても罰は当たらないんじゃねえか。
とは言ってもな。
頼む。筋門図鑑の完成が一般の人たちの平和につながる。完成の暁にはお礼も出させてもらう。どうだ、お願いできねえか？
お礼だってよ。やってやれよ。
What would I even get?
俺に押し付けるなよ。ダグ、分かったよ。確かに誰かのためになるってんならこっちに。
I always forget this is a thing, so I never get all the, if there are rewards, I don't remember.
よろしく頼むぞ、春日さん。
で、登録ってのはどうやってやりゃいいんだ？
まあ簡単だよ。まずは俺の作ったアプリを入れてやろう。
We now have the Sujidex app.
さて、あとは筋門の登録の仕方だが、百聞は一見にしかずとも言うし、実践で試して。
And now we're going to see the Sujidex app in action. Cool. Alright, well, we have here a Bulbasaur, a Charmander, and a Squirtle.
俺が用意した助手たちだ。さあ、どの色がいい？赤か？青か？緑か？
I love how they're boiling it down to red, blue, and green. That's funny.
そうだな。じゃあ赤で。
赤だな。わかった。よし、お前らは赤のサポートに回れ。さて、じゃあ登録。
Just so you know, they made it to where it doesn't matter. You're gonna fight them all anyway.
こいつらと戦えってのか？
そうだ、 そのアプリは敵を倒すと自動的に登録されるようになっている。こいつらを倒して図鑑に登録してみせろ。
むちゃくちゃだな。
さあ行け。登録の仕方を体に叩き込んでやるんだ。
Don't worry. Sujimon becomes a fully fleshed out minigame in the future. We're gonna Mega Swing. Then I'm gonna Pyro Belch. The red one's probably gonna be resistant. Oh, they're both resistant. Oh yeah, they all have Molotovs. That makes sense. None of you can stop. Oh, they're weak to blunt. Okay, so I have to hit that one. I have to. If I don't, it would be able to take me out with, or it would be able to throw that bomb. Well, he's almost dead. I don't know if I even need to fuck with him. Well, now he's stunned, so I really don't need to fuck with him, but... the burn killed him. He didn't even get a chance to throw it. That's why I didn't fight him, even though he lit his bottle. I knew the burn would take him out. We will be the very best, like no one ever was. That's copyrighted. Probably. Alright, so now we have the Suji decks. We have Gomi, who was a boss fight. We have the Piss Wizard, who was also a boss fight, but we have nothing else that we fought so far. So we gotta go find it. It also tells us everything about them. Like how we find them, where we find them. Like these are sub-story fights. What their skills are, what their rarity is. Like these are not rare because we have to get them to start doing this. Shows us the weaknesses. Like this is weak to water, electricity, fire, guns, and fists. Also shows what they drop. Like these guys drop random shit. He dropped work clothes. And it gives us features. Sujimon badgered by Sujimon Sensei into wearing a red suit, blue suit, green suit. Used to piss in the river every day. Public urination was his life's work. Owner of a pawn shop. Unable to sell the items that reminded him of his late wife, his shop became more of a junk hoard. Alright. Now it doesn't add any of our standard boss fights because those are not Sujimon, as far as I know. We'll have to look at that again, but I'm pretty sure it's just sub-story shit. So main story doesn't get added to the Suji decks. Bear with me if that's not correct, because I don't remember. But all the random enemies now at this point will pop into the Suji decks as I find them. Dispatch them all. Who's that Sujimon? It's Pikachu. Anyway, that existed. Oh, there's a safe down here. I forgot about that. Hold on. Carbon police baton. This is good. Because now Adachi has a free weapon that is better. I don't have any new gear. I don't have shit, actually. We don't really have money to be buying gear either. Although I want gear, we don't have the money to be buying gear. I know we need to go to the front of the building, but, you know, nothing wrong with checking out the back of the building.
開けてみるか。やったぜ。
I got a helmet. We're gonna give that to Nanba. Nanba needs the defense more. Plus it gave him magic for some reason. Which is funny as fuck. That a construction helmet gives me magic. Anyway, we gotta enter Utahime. Utahime, I don't remember.
あ、水木さん、終了時間過ぎてるけど。うん。さっさと清掃して、売り上げの生産よろしくね。はい、フロント。お湯の出が悪い？お客さん変わるたびに風呂のお湯入れ替えないですかってよ。え？汚い？入浴剤とかでごまかしてよ。うん、洗面台の奥にあるやつ。はい。はい、乙姫ランドでございます。なんだ、菜の葉ちゃん。ん？ああ、そう。休むってこと？で、君確か先々週も生理だったよね。そんなに休まれちゃ困るんだよ。一度病院行って検査を受けてお薬でももらってくれば。
I don't think it works like that. Oh, there's that.
休んでたら親父さんの施設代払えなくなっちゃうんじゃないの？早く死んでくれれば楽なんだろうけど、まだまだ生きてそうなんでしょ？
Dude is insane.
やめてよ。うちは人生相談所じゃないんだからさ。はい、じゃあまた。あ、体調良くなったらすぐ出勤してよ。はい、じゃあ。はあ、たくやってらんないね、最近の子は。はいはい、求人の方ね。お待たせしましたね。
Yes, something about a job.
悪いが俺ここじゃ働けねえわ。
同感だな。胸くそ悪すぎる。お前もそうだろ？
ん？なんだあんたら喧嘩売るためにやってきたのか？ハロワの親父からはなんとか雇ってもらえないかって言われてたんだな。何でもやる根性のある連中だからってさ。
あのおっさんが何でもやるって言ったって、こっちにも選ぶ権利はある。
You gotta remember that Ichi grew up in a soapland.
所長には申し訳ないが、やめとこう。世の中他にも仕事はたくさんある。行こうぜ、春日。
Nah.
おい一番、何やってんだ？早く行こう。
Ichi's gonna do it.
さっきの電話聞いてただろう。俺もいろんな風俗店にガサで入ったり、客として通ったりしてきたが、こいつはクズ中のクズだ。
なんだ暴力か？ケツ持ち呼ぶぞ、ケツ持ち。うちのケツ持ちは清流会だ。泣く子も黙る横浜清流会。
Hey, that would make sense to say your clan is nearby.
ここは清流会の島だったか。
厄介なことになりそうだな。おい、春日、さっさとずらがるぞ。おい。
なんだお前、本当に清流会呼ぶぞ。それでもいいよ。
Damn.
働かせてくださいや、店長。
あ？
何言ってんだお前。
He gave him a kabidon and everything.
誰もいなくてお困りなんでしょ？こう見えても俺
Look at him. He's weak-kneed and everything. He's ready to fuck.
なんなら街でキャストのスカウトもやります。どうでしょう。
とは言っても他の方たちが。
Oh, these guys are back. What's that sound? A group of pests called Bleach Japan. Can't believe they're already back. The same guys as the other day. They've been demonstrating in front of my shop for a few days in a row now. Like clockwork. It's a pain in the ass. They're specifically targeting you with these protests? We're like the last place in the area that's open about being a bathhouse. The others have all rebranded as men's salons or bubble massages. That makes it harder for Bleach Japan to build a case against them. So they come after us since we're still open about being a soap land. They think if they can close me down, it'll start a shockwave and clean out the rest of the area. Am I lucky or what?
And the Yakuza won't protect you?
I tried complaining to the Seiryu clan once. They had some lame excuse and then they showed up after everything had quieted down. Besides, Bleach Japan's ranks are filled with the types who write up on anti-Yakuza laws for the fun of it. Those types of people are tough for even the Yakuza to deal with.
That's the Yakuza for you.
So if I can't go to the Yakuza and I can't go to the police, who do I turn to? Even my employees are quitting to avoid being harassed. I'm at the end of my rope over here.
So that's why you're understaffed.
But basically, you're saying as long as the girls stick around, you can still run your business. That said, between Bleach Japan and the way you treat them, I wouldn't count on them sticking around either.
You don't get it at all. Girls who come here to work already have their backs against the wall.
The girls who work here are all Japanese, but they're in the same situations as the immigrants who came here to get away from whatever it may be.
Those in a job like this may as well be deportation. They've got no one to go back to or rely on.
I always figured it was the money that brought girls to this kind of work.
Of course, a lot of people get tempted to this side of things because it sounds lucrative.
But those are the types who think they'll strike it rich without doing any real work. As soon as things take a turn for the worse, they run for the hills. That's why I only hire women so far out on the ledge they can't afford to take another step back. Women like that will work like their lives depend on it. That's what keeps my business stable. Stable my ass. You're just taking advantage of women at their lowest. You're the scum of the earth. Say what you will, but lust weighs on the soul is just as heavy as hunger, if not more so. Except with lust, you can't just satiate it at your local deli. You have to hold it in until you find an outlet. So as long as women are willing to be on the menu, men are going to place orders. That's the world we live in.
Nah.
Whatever. If we drive that guy off, will you hire us or not? Kasuga, after everything this slimeball just said, you still want to work here? I certainly don't.
Well, this guy's nothing like Hamako. The world would be better off if we let Bleach Japan take him down.
Shut up, it's work, and I can't afford to turn that down.
I'll take your job, and I'll get it done right. You gonna hire us or not? Fine.
Oh god. Prostitution is illegal in Japan, yet this is... Oh, okay. I waited too long.
Yo.
Working hard as ever, huh? You guys, from the other day, why are you here?
Oh, as of today, we're employees.
Employees, huh? My friends, the accomplices of criminals, the purveyors of prostitution, have made themselves known.
I'm sorry, criminals? If that was the case, why aren't we getting arrested?
Because soaplands are dodging the laws by registering themselves as public bathhouses. My friends, this is what we call a gray zone, the dark stains on Japan. Let's turn this gray to white. We must bleach it out.
I hate this. I hate the terminology here. And what about you? You think you're doing some kind of pure and clean soul yourself, never committed a single crime?
Of course I obey the law. That's the obligation of every righteous citizen.
So you've never even, like, taken a whiz outside? That's technically a crime, you know.
Never once, not in my life.
Seriously? What about speeding? Everyone's gone over the speed limit just because they were running late.
Nope, not a single time. You liar. It's illegal to even go 1 km/h over the speed limit. You have to have done that. Afraid not. If you doubt me, then prove it. Prove I've committed these crimes.
Oh,
Okay, how about what you're doing right now? All these people blocking the road has got to be some kind of crime, doesn't it? You're so ignorant, it's funny. We have permits from the Kanagawa police for this demonstration. Yeah, a permit to march on a public road. Do you get it now? The police have been magnanimous enough to let us use this road for our cause. But where you're standing now isn't technically the road. That's the soapland. You're also not marching. I just got a little overzealous. Also, it says here that it's only supposed to be 10 of you.
oh,
I'm no mathematician, but it looks like more than that. We just got more support than usual today. That's the nature of a protest. The number of people can fluctuate up until the day of. If you don't like it, file a police report. But I wouldn't get your hopes up about them coming out to do a head count. The difference between 10 or 15 people isn't worth their time, and it's certainly not causing any trouble. You're on the right track, Kasuga. In that case, I've got a warning for you. The legal definition of a march means you're not allowed to stop moving. And if you stop and start giving speeches, that's obstructing traffic. Your right to use this road was predicated on you performing a march. So the fact that you stopped here is a pretty clear violation. Even if that's technically true, every protest stops to give speeches. And the police are fine with that. You know what they call it? A gray zone. Or, you know what they call that, essentially. Relying on a gray area to criticize a gray zone, man, that's irony. My friends, let's keep going. We're marching. Watch where you're going or you'll trip. Yep, it's Batman. I don't know why, but it's Batman. What is going on? Address is... Oh, is this one of Hamako's runs? Yeah. We're living on the second floor. You know Hamako-san? A bit, from years ago. Anyway, next is Yu Nanba, age 41. Huh? Yu Nanba? You mean Nanba was your real name this whole time? After that whole speech you gave me about homeless people using fake names? Shut up. You believed it was fake, and that's what's important. You're just gullible. I'm what? Okay. And the last guy is Koichi Adachi, who's, wait, age 59? Yep. Only had 2 months to go till I hit retirement, but the Kanagawa police let me go a few days ago. That's rough. Huh? That's all? What's all? I mean, we're a walking trail of red flags, aren't we? A bum, an ex-Yakuza, and a cop with a dishonorable discharge. What of it? If I was worried about stuff like that, I'd never find anyone to work for me. And besides, I just happen to have the perfect job for you three. And that is... I hope you're not going to make us clean the baths to kick things off. Nah, I only get that done every 6 months. What I'm really after is her. Her name's Nanoha. She's been my top earner for 5 years straight. That's the girl who called to take the day off, and you blew her up at her, right? Yeah, that's right. She's your top earner, huh? Yeah, you weren't kidding about these girls being on the... never mind. I told you, if all you got going for you is being cute and young, you'll never last. The core of a soap land's appeal is service and love. It's emotional depth that makes a repeat customer. Emotions, huh? I guess I could see that. Men are lonely creatures when it comes down to it. Even guys who put up the toughest fronts need a place to be when who they really are. And the depth of a woman's ability to give him that is usually proportional to her own baggage. Nanoha's father is at an age where he can't even move on his own anymore. So she quit her job at a big firm and fell into this world to afford him the best care. That sounds backwards, but whatever. Skipping all the stuff between a white-collar job and prostitution is a
Pretty brave leap. That's why she's so good at it. She gives it everything she has, no matter who the customer is. All for the sake of her father. But that being said, she's recently started finding reasons to take days off. This never used to be the case, though. Between Bleach Japan and Nana taking off, sales are really slumping. So that's why I need a hand. A hand? Like on the customers? Listen. No, you idiot. I want you to look into why she's taking time off. Didn't she say herself it was because of an irregular period? I can't take that at face value, knowing her. There aren't a lot of reasons why someone who needs money starts taking a lot of time off. Think she's got a side piece? You do know this industry, don't you? Care to fill in the class? It means she could be meeting someone without going through the store. Normally, a customer pays a service, and that money gets divided up between the girl and the shop. But if they meet in private, the girl can offer a discount but still come out on top by cutting the shop out. Once they start doing that, the girl starts to wonder why they need the shop in the first place. Of course, all the shops have strict rules against that kind of thing. Even if it's just an innocent thing at first, once they get a taste for the extra cash, it doesn't stop. They'll even start using the shop to lure more customers out into their own business. It's a death knell for some shops. So I want you to find out if she's seeing someone on the side. Okay, let's say she is. What do we do if we find the guy? Make sure he never wants to go near Nanoha again. And I don't care what methods you use. You're a Yakuza, a nurse, and a cop. I'm sure you three can come up with something creative.
Hey, hold up. Shouldn't you be using the Seiryu clan for this kind of thing?
Think of them like car insurance. If you use them the wrong way, they increase your premiums. So it's cheaper if I can solve the problems myself.
Yeah, that's a boss for you.
Always has a trick or two. Okay, can you tell us where Nanoha lives for starters? Actually, it seems she's been couch surfing for a while and hasn't gone home in quite some time. How the heck are we supposed to find her then? If you keep an eye on the Pocket Cafe, she'll show up. She hangs out there a lot. For the price of a cup of coffee, she can stay for hours to use the free Wi-Fi and charge her phone. So I'll hope for the best. Get her to start coming back in regularly, and I'll have a suitable payment for you.
Sounds to me like he hired us as cheap detectives. Nanomiya's quite a schemer. He seems sloppy, but he knows his employees both on and off the clock. If he's doing it on purpose, he's good.
Doesn't mean he's not a scumbag. His bottom line's all he cares about. I don't think so, actually. Huh? Maybe it's not true all the time, but yeah, most soap lands profit off their workers' misfortunes. You mean like their debt or their family issues? They prey on people like that, right? Basically. The women work hard to get out of that situation and the shop supports them. I'm not cool with the way Nanomiya talks about people, but he's not sugarcoating anything either. He understands the reality of the business. Well, that's one way of putting it. I grew up surrounded by every kind of sleazebag Kamurocho could throw in those doors. And I bet this guy's actually got a lot of love for his girls. I'd take him any day over some shithead who doesn't care why the girls get jobs there in the first place.
Well, just because I hate shitheads doesn't mean I have to like sleazebags. So let's find this proof and get paid.
Alright, but we still don't know for sure if she's actually seeing a guy on the side. Let's start with the cafe she supposedly goes to. Okay. Oh yeah, the Sujiban place is over there. Now we're making our way up here. Oh yeah, the cinema. The cinema. I just want to unlock the map. Like the map is not unlock, but uncover. I think that's the right word. I do not have that taxi yet. And I almost got hit by that car. New enemy types. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to Mega Swing and I fucked up. Let's see if I can hit a bunch. Nope, only 2. I did get 2 though. So I got a Punkling and a Sneak Attack. It's just essentially an acupuncturist. Some of these enemy types are a big pain in the ass to find, by the way. So when I can try to look for them, I will. Because like... Now I have this one. A punk running with a certain gang used as expendable frontline fodder in their raids. We also have the steamed punk, which is great. A thug known to be a skilled fighter even among his peers tried to punch his way to the top. And we have the sneak attack. A sly acupuncturist with a penchant for pranking his patients. Sticks needles into entirely unnecessary places. Alright. We've got a restless otaku here. And a bag toter, which is another otaku. Oh, we knocked everyone out with that. That was great. Adachi, why'd you have to break that sign? The sign did nothing to you. Oh yeah, something else we could do. Nanba can obtain bond skills. Nanba and Adachi. We don't see their bond levels yet because we haven't unlocked that yet. But they can get bond levels, which is kind of neat. Let's go to Pocket, I guess. Looks like our girl.
よし、早速問い詰めようぜ。バカ、素直に裏引きを認めるわけねえだろ。問い詰めるのはこっちが証拠を掴んでからだ。
ここは元刑事の言うことを聞いとこうぜ。
はいはい。
すみません、ただいま満席でして。
いや、待ち合わせなもんでね。
He's meeting someone. He's meeting our girl.
菜の葉の前に座ったな。あの男、裏引き相手なのか。
二人の会話が聞ければ証言が取れるかもしれねえな。
Well,
証言だって、こっからじゃ何にも聞こえねえぞ。春日、スマホ持ってるな。俺に電話かけろ。
わかった。
Adachi's walking in.
すみません、ただいま満席でして。
悪いが便所だけ貸してくれねえか。クソ漏れそうだよ。な、いいだろ。
はい、どうぞ。
That was fucking so covert, so smooth, nobody would notice you. How are you gonna get your phone back?
最近体の調子が。
早速ですが、まずはお金の件を。
おい今、金って言ったぞ。あの男が裏引き相手で間違いねえ。待て。受け渡しの瞬間を抑えてからだ。
なんとか 200万。
は
Oh, she gave him money.
300万。もしも10日後に結婚します。
でもやっぱり。
まさかお父さんにと言ったのはあなたですよ。今さら。
いえ、お願いします。でもそんなに。
そうですね。やっぱりわかるでしょう。でも完璧に。
はい。でも父も。
Why are they speaking in broken English? Like, I can tell it's supposed to be like,
大丈夫ですね。
we're not catching the whole conversation, but also,
それってな
like, how are we not catching the whole
な
conversation?
れますから。
父に会うことは。
それはできません。その方がいい。
父をお願いします。
わかりました。さあ、もう行きなさい。
なんで女が金を払ったんだ？
しかも200万って尋常な額じゃねえぞ。
菜の葉さんは何か事件に巻き込
Probably.
まれたんじゃん。
事件ってどんな？
They were talking about her dad. You should have been able to pick that up.
詳しいことは本人に聞いてみるしかね
There he goes. Well, he fucked up.
え。なあ、悪い。
おいおっさん、謝って済んだら警察はいらねえよな。どうすんだよこいつ。
What do you mean by broken bones?
んなわけねえだろ。
すまねえが俺たちは急いでんだ。
時間がねえなら金で解決するしかねえよな。治療費として10万ほどもらおうか。
付き合ってらんねえよ。じゃあな。
待てやこら。
Well, we're making a big deal on the road right now. So that's cool. Sidewalk, whatever. Pushing. I don't want push and shove. I want the pigeons. Pigeons! Alright. Heavy beatdown. We'll beat your ass. Oh, that was too early. Bop, bop, bop. Alright. I won't forget this. Shit. Bad time to get interrupted. Where's Nanaha? We lost her. What should we do? Head back to the subland? Even if we did, we wouldn't have anything to report. Hey. Wanna follow him?
Oh.
Yeah, it could be our ticket. Where are you taking us? Oh shit.
.おそらく介護施設だろうな。随分と風情のある建物だけど。
Crazy.
こいつは確か明治時代に建てられた旧財閥系の銀行の建物だ。 何十年も前に広域財団が買収したと聞いてはいたがな。
日だまりの城か。気品漂ういかにも高級そうな施設だな。
確か彼女は親父さんの介護費用を稼ぐためにソープで働いてるって言ってたよな。
ああ。ってことは親父さんが入所してるのはここかもしれん。
じゃあさっきサテンで会ってた男はここの職員か。なんだとすりゃ何の事件もねえよ。彼女はただ親父の施設料を払っただけだ。
どんなに高級な施設だからって200万も現金で支払うか。施設の中で渡すならまだわかるが、喫茶店だぞ。
まあそう言われりゃそうだが。
喫茶店の会話覚えてるか。彼女はあの男に親父に会わせてほしいと頼んだが、あいつはそれを拒んでた。
Yeah. We're putting the pieces together.
こちらに菜の葉さんのお父さんが入居してますよね。
菜の葉さん。ああ、向田菜の葉さんのことですね。お父様はこちらにご入居ですが、何か。
俺らその向田菜の葉さんの職場のもんなんだけど、中に入れてくれねえかい。
すみませんが、面会は親族のみとなっております。
Well, shit.
ああ普通はそうだろうな。
いや、面会ってわけじゃねえんだ。実は俺も自分の親父のことで介護施設を探しててよ。菜の葉さんからここが素晴らしいって聞いたんで見学したいなと思ってね。
申し訳ございません。当施設では入居契約が完了するまでは内部に立ち入ることができません。
ね？
内部の様子はホームページにてご確認いただけますので、そちらをご覧になってください。質問もホームページからお受けしていますので。
That's some strict shit right there.
できねえなんていくらなんでもおかしいだろう。
Yeah, I would not be okay with that. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna let you see how we operate our old folks' home until you've already, like, committed to being a part of it. Oh god, we're up here now. Like, this is good, but also scary. Although I think this is the scariest spot. This is also kind of terrifying. Anyway. Since we're up here, though. I got a lettuce sandwich. That doesn't sound very appetizing, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, what's in the boxes? Oh, that's disgusting. Technique booster, plant stamina, and a silver plate's actually not bad. The technique booster is also not bad because I can give Kasuga some dex. I can't get back here without a key. It's a little disappointing because there's a bunch of gold chests back there. Oh, hi. It's about break time, so we're not gonna run into those guys yet. And we're gonna get a break. But, you know, that's cool. Yeah. Alright.